Welcome to battle number 2 of week 3 of the FNF Seafoam Isles Draft League. I'm your commentator today, Lionhugs. Today we will be seeing the match between Drelmir of Team Hive versus my guy of Team Kelowna, Kangaskhans. And before we go ahead and get started, let's just go ahead and review the Megas and Z Pokemon that are appearing today. So actually no Mega Pokemon will be appearing in this match, however, on Drelmir's side, we do have both Gardevoir with the Any Privilege and Gyarados with the Attack Privilege. On my guy's side, we do have Tornadus Therian form with the Attack Privilege and Azumarill with the Any Privilege. So yeah, interesting choice not bringing either Mega Pokemon today. But before we go and get started, let's go into some initial first thoughts. I do see on my guy's side we do have quite a bulky team here. We do have obviously Azumarill, who can take a lot of good special hits and could serve as a pretty decent counter, I believe, to Chandler as well. And not to mention we have Rotom, who can kind of function as a sort of a nice pivot leading into, for example, I just temporarily forgot that person's name. I know their name, Amoonguss. Amoonguss with its Regenerator ability and can obviously last quite a long time, especially if it's pulling Black Sludge or Leftovers or something similar, and can just comfortably set up status against Drelmir's Pokemon, especially since doesn't seem to be any kind of grass or poison types on his team, or other than, of course, Gleescore. And obviously we do have Registeel as well. But given the presence of Registeel, we also have on Drelmir's side Chandelure, who can definitely put a pretty decent dent into both Registeel and Amoonguss. So looks like my guy's gonna have to find a good way to balance out who can take in and the hits that Chandler can go ahead and dish out. Not to mention that Gardevoir has been a very good Pokemon for Drelmir in the recent weeks, just utterly having a really good kill ratio in each match it does appear in. Not to mention Z Gyarados as well, with its really high attack, performing a Z Waterfall, do heavy damage. But without further ado, I would like to go ahead and get started, so let's begin. And first off, we do have Registeel versus Chandelure. And already, Ender the Chandelure goes ahead and sets up a substitute, whereas we do have Suckgirl, the Alolan Muck, swapping out for Registeel. Also nicknamed Gen 4 Goat. That substitute's going to prevent an easy knockoff or toxic status, so it will allow Chandelure to comfortably just dish out some really nice flamethrowers and Fire Blast, Shadow Ball. Not to mention, here we have the Calm Mind. And since it is faster, it does seem that it can do a decent amount of damage to Suckgirl. Will a Flamethrower be enough for Fire Blast? Only about 30%, and a knockoff will take out Ender. Score is now 6-0 in my guy's favor. Out comes Ocheros, the Gyarados. I'll have to look up the pronunciation of that later. Nice Earthquake from Gyarados will threaten out Makalola, and indeed, my guy does switch out to the Rotom Mo. This does allow Oceros to go ahead and Dragon Dance, however. A Volt Switch even will definitely do heavy damage to Oceros. Drillmere might want to switch out, actually. It's not a really good matchup at the moment. Shellos might be a good switch in. Looks like both players are taking their time trying to figure out what the next move is going to be. And out goes the Volt Switch. Oceros goes down in one shot. Score is now 6-4 in my guy's favor. And out comes Swoops, the Tornadus Therian. You guys are making such creative nicknames, I'm so in love. And out comes Joker, the Gleescore. Knockoff comes out and takes out the Toxic Orb. And Joker sets up the substitute. However, it is now taunted. So Joker can no longer use Sword Stance. My guy coming up with really strong tactics. And out comes Slughorn, the Gastrodon. Hurricane, however, does miss. I'm assuming Slughorn's going to do a Toxic, most likely. Or a Scald. Yeah, Drillmere seems to have lost a lot of momentum after that substitute didn't quite work out with Chandelure. Not to mention with Gleescore losing Toxic Orb as well. And the taunt goes out. However, Slughorn does use an Earth Power, however, Swoops is immune to it. Out comes Skull doing 25% damage, but there goes the burn. Hurricane once again misses, and another Skull comes out, this time doing 28% damage. Swoops is now down to 35% health. This will be a good time to switch, and indeed, my guy does. Oh, and a Toxic is finally able to come out after Taunt leaves, or Taunt is worn out. And up is the Rotom Mo. Oh my gosh, I gotta go crazy saying that name. Is now Toxic. And Rotom can no longer Volt Switch since Slughorn is Ground type. Part Ground type. And out comes Conkeldurr, or Brick the Conkeldurr, to take that Leaf Storm. Looks like it has lost some HP as well as it's lowered its special attack due to Leaf Storm. Brick, however, is in the red right now. 29%, and Burns probably holding a Flame Orb. I'm assuming both players are trying to do calculations to see if Rotom can either take out Conkeldurr despite the lower special attack, or if he should just bolt. If my guy does decide to switch in, I think that a Moongus or potentially a Azumarill will probably be good choices. Instead, a Leaf Storm does come out, and it is indeed enough to take out Brick. Rotom has quite low special attacks, this probably would be good time to switch out. Score is now 6-3. Indeed, we do see a switch out to Swoops, and it looks like we also have a mutual switch out to Joker, the Gleescore. Hurricane brings Joker into the red. Joker uses Facade, but without being status, it doesn't do quite as much. And once again, Drummer has switched out to Slughorn. I'm sorry, I was taken aback by the nickname. Thickmungus, the Amoonguss, comes out to take a Scald from Slughorn. Doesn't seem to do much damage. Thickmungus is, however, able to respond with a quick Giga Drain. And out comes Ozen, the Gardevoir, after Joker was fainted by that Giga Drain. Ozen has Trace Regenerator, but I don't believe it'll help that much. Slughorn definitely does not want to be out against Amoonguss. Drummer has to carefully consider what move it's going to use, because if it uses a Psychic move, it'll definitely do heavy damage to Amoonguss, but my guy can always switch out to a Alolan Muck. And indeed, Alolan Muck does come out, and out comes Mystical Fire, only doing about 17% health, but the special attack has gone down by 1 stage. Ozen is being withdrawn, taking extra damage to Pursuit. Hopefully the Regenerator will carry over and heal up Gardevoir. Now that Slughorn is out, it can respond with an Earthquake or Earth Power, but Tornadus Therian is waiting in the wings, not to mention Rotom. Things are looking very tough right here for Drummer. And indeed, out comes Tornadus Therian. Slughorn responds with another Scald. It's probably the best move to use in that prediction. And Slughorn uses another Scald, this time Thickmungus takes it very comfortably and recovering from Black Sludge. Indeed, Trace Regenerator did come over. However, Ozen takes the Spore and is now asleep. This allows Thickmungus or any other Pokemon to pretty much come out comfortably and take it out. It's your boy, the Azumarill, comes out, presumably with a belly drum set. Instead we see a Z move, Z belly drum, here it is. If Ozen does not wake up, I don't believe there's much to be done. And an Aqua Jet takes it out, doesn't even have a chance to wake up. We are down to Drellmere's last Pokemon, Slughorn. It's bulky, but I don't think it'll have an easy time getting around that max attack boosted Azumarill. And indeed, a Play Rough gets a critical hit. I don't believe the critical hit mattered in this case, and that ends the match. This was a 6-0 sweep for Team Hive-minded Coach Drellmere. What an amazing match! Oh my goodness, that was very intense. It looked like... Oh, sorry, I said Traveling Team Hive, my apologies. I meant to say my guy, Team Kelowna Kangaskhans. My apologies again, I have my notes a little bit mixed up. But yes, that was a very exciting, very explosive match. Looks like my guy had a lot of good counters to not just Dromo's Pokemon in general, but also the strategies behind substitute and setups and everything. All the good uses of taunts, for example, really did shut down Gleescore and Chandelure from setting up comfortably behind those substitutes. Just, yeah, this is very, very interesting. Very, very exciting. I'm very pleased to see such a quick, exciting match. Not that matches have to be quick, but this was very, very compelling. Honestly, I really don't have much else to say. That does include my final thoughts. Tune in soon for more battles of Week 3 of the Seafoam Isles Draft League. Thanks, guys. Bye.